Good morning, dear children. Welcome to the chemistry online session. Hope all are doing well and safe at home. In the previous class, we were discussing about the properties of materials. We learned about some properties like appearance, hardness, and solubility of materials. Today, we are going to learn about the rest of the properties, that is flotation and transparency. Let's start with flotation. Children, what happens when a material is dropped in water? It will float or sink. Today we are going to discuss about the concept of float and sink. Flotation is the action of floating. Let's do an activity. Take a beaker and fill about 2/3 of the beaker with water. Slowly drop dry leaves, plastic sheets, a piece of stone, wood and key in the beaker containing water. Children, what are the observations? You can see that the dried leaves, plastic sheet and wooden piece floating and piece of stone and key sink into the bottom of the beaker. So from this activity we can understood that the lighter materials will float on the top of water while the heavier materials will sink into the water. This is a property of a material. Moving on to the next property, that is transparency. Children, can we see through all the materials? No. Let us discuss about the property of transparency. The transparency of a material is decided by the extent up to which things can be seen through it. Materials are divided into transparent material, translucent material and opaque material on the basis of transparency. Let's do an activity. Take a glass sheet and hold it against the light rays. Children, what do you observe? You can see that light rays pass through the glass sheet. Similarly, when water is held in transparent glass against the light rays pass through it. That is, you can see the light rays. So, the glass sheet and water are transparent objects. When light strikes transparent materials, most of it passes directly through them. Now, take a sheet of paper and look towards the light bulb. You can see that light does not pass through it clearly. Now spread a few drops of oil on the sheet of paper. What is the change you observe? The oil paper allows the light to pass through it from the plain paper. So the oil paper is called translucent object. When light falls on translucent materials, the light passes through them partially. Now take a metal foil and put in front of the light source. The metal foil does not allow the light to pass through it. Similarly, light does not allow to pass through a cardboard sheet also. So, metal foil and cardboard are said to be opaque objects. So, we can say that certain materials through which things can be seen are called transparent materials. Example, glass, water, air, some plastics, etc. There are also some materials through which things can be seen but not clearly. Such materials are known as translucent materials. Examples, oiled paper, some plastics, etc. Another type of materials through which things cannot be seen. These are called opaque materials. Examples: wood, cardboard, cotton, metals, etc. So children, can I ask a question? Is the palm of our hand is opaque, transparent or translucent? For getting an answer, let's do an experiment. Cover the glass of a torch with your palm at a dark place. Switch on the torch and observe from the other side of the palm. We can see that the light of torch passes through palm but not clearly. This experiment shows that our palm becomes translucent when a strong beam of light passes through it. Today we learned about flotation and transparency. So our chapter was completed. In this chapter we learned about objects and materials, how they are different from each other, and the properties of materials. Hope all of you understood this topic. If any doubts, we can clear it in the live session. As usual, I have attached a corresponding video URL, test question, notes and textual exercise. Copy the notes and download the textual exercise. Attend the test question without fail. Read the lesson well and study the notes. See you in the next class. Thank you, children.